Weddings and manners. Not all of us know what we're really supposed to do when the big day arrives. Lucky for us, Jessie Suplinski joins us with wedding etiquette. So when I think wedding etiquette, I first think, okay, don't wear white, but there's plenty more things that people should keep in mind when attending a wedding.
Absolutely, and people are breaking these faux pas all the time, and I think it's important to make sure and reiterate to people who are going to be a guest to the wedding what the do's and don'ts are.
Well, let's break it down first. You have the ceremony. So what are some things that people need to keep in mind right out of the gate?
Right out of the gate, don't be late. Please give yourself plenty of time to get there, to get on time, to get into a seat and be ready for when the ceremony starts. Not when the bride's walking down the aisle, when the ceremony starts.
Okay, so is there kind of a pad that you should kind of keep in mind as far as like 10 minutes before, 20 minutes before?
I try to say give yourself getting there 15 minutes early before the ceremony's supposed to start.
Okay, so you're in your seat, the wedding's starting, but even, I guess, before you get the wedding, one of the things that always pops up, RSVP cards.
Yes.
Is that a big issue?
Yes. So people either don't send the RSVPs or wait to the very last minute to send them in. And that is so hard for the bride and the groom to really plan because they're trying to figure out their guest list and figure out the seating chart. And they can't do that until they get the RSVPs. And I can't tell you how many times I'm calling guests for my brides, asking them, are you coming? Because we have not received your RSVP card. And no one wants to have to do that and then embarrass a guest. So when you get your RSVP card, if you know you're going to be able to go, just send it in immediately so the bride and groom can know.
Okay, so sorry I went out of the order there. So we have the RSVP. Make sure you're on time to the ceremony. And when you show up to the ceremony, I know one of the big things too, gifts. What kind of gift? Do you bring it? Do you have it mailed now that you can do so much online? What are some etiquette rules that you may have when it comes to celebrating the bride and groom?
Well, the gifts are really important and people always wonder what to do. And a lot of people like to give a cash gift, which is just totally fine. But make sure you send your gift to their address.
Okay.
Especially if it's monetary. So the last thing you want to do is worry about if the bride and groom did get it. What if it got lost? What if it got lost in the shuffle? They have so much going on that night. You don't want to have a bunch of, cash laying around for the bride and groom. So if you're going to give them monetary gift or even a gift off the registry, try to mail it ahead of time so they're not worrying about transporting the gifts after the reception.
I think I actually did that once. I had cash in an envelope and I lost the envelope at the reception. And I don't know if the bride and groom ever got it.
Exactly. Probably a service person picked it up and thought it was a tip for them. You just don't want to risk that.
I think that's a really good one. And I know while you're at the reception, it seems like there are certain things to do and certain things not to do, especially when it comes to like the bride and groom mingling.
Yes, the bride and groom try to go table to table and say hello to all their guests, and just don't take too much of their time. Make it brief and short. Don't try to take a million pictures with them because you want them to get to the reception, say hello to as many guests as possible, and then enjoy and dance and have fun. So you don't want them spending their entire night going from table to table saying hello and you getting caught up in a 20-minute conversation with them.
So you've got the definite rules and the order, but I know one of the big things, this is kind of bringing in technology a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, how about the cell phone? I mean, we talk about it here in the TV world, but also maybe turn it off?
Turn your cell phone off. Don't be taking your cell phone and taking complete video of the entire ceremony. You're obstructing views of guests, behind you. It's just very rude. It's okay to take a picture here and there or tag the bride and groom, but keep it minimal. Don't be on your cell phone all night at the wedding. Enjoy it. See it through your own eyes, not through the eyes of your cell phone.
Because I was going to say, so many brides and grooms seem to be doing the hashtag thing for social networking.
Yes.
So it's like you want to help them out there, but you're saying not do it too much.
Not do it too much. Do it enough so you can get a couple of cute pictures on their Instagram, but keep it at a minimum.
Keep it at a minimum. Okay, any other do's maybe? We've been talking about a lot of etiquette not to do. Anything else to throw out there?
Well, just another not to do is, because I see it all the time, is that you don't want to leave before the cake is cut. People are leaving early, and it's kind of rude, and the bride and groom spend a lot of time and money into having you there, so make sure you enjoy it and dance and have a good time, and at least wait until the cake is cut before you leave.
Great tips. Thank you so much, Jessie, for coming on.